$0 Productions. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Sir Oliver Bumtwist, senior news correspondent for the BBC. I've reported for many news stations before, and today I have a special treat for you viewers. And no, it's not candy from my van, at least not yet. Today, we're going to search for the mysterious creature, Daniel Aslakson. There have been rumors for years about a mysterious, illustrious creature on the whereabouts searching for his favorite food, alcohol and young women. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. It's really, I'm sorry. Okay, that's not necessary, It's, hey, don't get distracted. Alright. It may take many days and many hours of hard work, and some say it can be done. But what if it can? Alright.
Shh, let's see what Oliver's looking up. Maybe something really weird.
Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. So, hey, you don't need to look there, alright? Alright, this is just personal information.
This?
Oh, Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is a perfectly defensible web browser.
Okay.
Alright? I don't like how, like, Chrome just looks
go to
into
the
your browser
research. Go to the
history. Alright, I'm sorry. It's okay. So, what I decided first is what we know about Den. Den likes to eat alcohol, and he's a disappointment to his parents. Alright, but there's not much to go on. So, we need to do a little bit more research. So, if we come back in like 5 minutes, I'm sure that I'll have great information for the document. But just go.
Oh, he's been in there for about 10 minutes now. Let's see.
Oh, hey there. Oh, yes, I would definitely like to search within this image. Oh, okay. So, recently, I contacted one of those people who had said that he had recently seen the infamous and illustrious Dan walking around. Not that, this, alright? So, we're gonna have it connect with an interview over the phone, alright? And see if we can ascertain a little bit of information about his whereabouts.
One. Okay, so me and my side chick were walking on the block, right? And I was selling my rugby balls because you know I may. What you doing, Mike? I said to throw it easier. Okay? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. Okay? Come on. Okay. Nobody saw that. Okay, we can just cut that part out. Okay. Take one. So I'm walking on the block with my side chick, and so everybody down the street knows, because I'm a thug, that I'm a rugby ball enthusiast, right? I was selling my rugby balls, right? Because I'm a thug, okay? I'm a thug, and so I was selling my rugby balls like that. And so this man walked up to me with a mask on, right? And he pointed the gun to me, because I'm a thug, right? He pointed it right out my head. He's like, yo, give me the rugby balls. I'm gonna shoot this chick and you. I was like, okay, because I'm a thug. I was gonna listen to him, right? I gave him the rugby balls, right? And so he ran off with like my huge stack of probably 20 to 50 rugby balls. I gave him all my back, right? Because I'm a thug. And so he drove off in his white van, and I saw my girl in the back of the car. I was like, oh no. I ran over to the police station because I'm not about to get shot by this man because, you know, I'm a thug. And so they looked all over town, right, and they couldn't find him. And I was like, okay, there goes all my rugby balls, right? Because I'm a thug, so that's my story.
So, after having that interview with young thug, I ascertained the location of Dan, Cleveland. So, after a few days of packing, I think I'm finally prepared, so I'm going to give you a little tour of my luggage. Now, knowing that the population of Cleveland's a little more diverse, I came ready, so, you know, packed a shotgun, right? Sounds a little Australian there, sorry. Also, if you help me for a second.
Oh, yeah. Put your foot up. Okay, ready?
Alright, yeah, ready? Alright, yes. See it? Rifle ready. Oh, pew. Huh? I'm alright.
Jeez, what's your pointing guns?
15 cures for ED. No point in hiding it now, I'm alright. Now, after all my problems coming out, one thing that does not have a problem coming out is shit out of my ass, you know. So, extra pair of underwear. 22 gauge ready.
Okay,
you know.
put out.
Next,
You think I was a blank?
some ammo. Yeah, more guns. Great Cleveland Fire of 1969. Hashtag never forget. Don't want to throw this. Let's see what else. More bullets. Vimeo anti-itch cream makes your asshole itch less. Let's see, what is this? Wait, what was that? Smells like greater manhood. Obviously hasn't worked for me so far. Jawbone from my
Wait, I have something that you could use.
What?
Let me go get it really quick. Yeah, this is a script.
A script for what?
An ad.
Ad for what?
It's for a gold bond thing because we need money.
What'd you spend on the money on?
It's not related. It's not related.
Alright, so are you sure we have to do this?
Yeah.
Gold bond. So fresh.
So fresh.
So smooth.
So smooth.
What's this? So sexy. Is that what you want me to?
So sexy.
Glue. One tip, whenever you're on a long flight ride, and you know how they say, oh no, electronics allowed, and you don't want to bring a book because that's boring, so what else are you going to do? Oh, well, sniff glue. Oh, it's a fun pastime. You know what else is a fun pastime? Fun game. Drop a penny, and from the homeless person, well, it doesn't matter who, let them run for it and say whatever they have. That's how I got this boat. Fun fact. Gun, another gun, ready? Let's see. Oh, and zip ties, totally unconnected to anything. Just don't worry about that. Do you have anything else? Oh, yes, obviously. I've got a little surprise pie for you.
Stop.
No, don't worry.
Okay,
It's just there's a gun right here. See what else do I have? If I look through. Oh, oop, too small. Heard that too many times before. Another weapon right here.
Okay, what is that?
Pull it out.
What is
Another
that?
knife.
Stab yourself.
Also, you know, one more power, the greatest power of them all, am I right?
Oh gosh.
Jesus. Praise be to Jesus, am I right? You know what those evangelicals say. You know what? I think we're ready. Let's go. Before we leave off, let's summarize what we know about Dan. We know that he likes to eat alcohol. He's a disappointment to his parents. He has liver disease. He likes to play with balls. Rugby balls, obviously. And he's depressed. Cleveland Hospice. where your hopes and dreams come to die. I came up with that one myself, if you can believe it. But so I was really assured that we were gonna have a really good success in finding Dan, until we got this message.
Oliver Bumtwist. Oliver Bumtwist. This is definitely not Dan calling you. I have come with a warning. Dan knows people. People in high places. Heads of parent-teacher conference board meetings. Head of sanitation gurus. Directors of children's clubs. Beware. He knows your weakness. But twist. He will find you if you come to Cleveland. And he will... end you.
Do you think it's Dan? Do you think it's Dan?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think so, because they didn't say his name was Dan.
that's true.
Are you sure? I'm a little suspicious.
Did you tell from the cough?
No, I couldn't tell. It just sounded like he had like tuberculosis. Anyways,
Or maybe liver disease.
liver disease is in the liver. Your sound box is not in your liver. Have you ever taken an anatomy class?
I dropped out of
Dumbass
high school,
Americans,
remember?
am I right? Ah! Alright. I'm sorry to tell you viewers, but I'm sorry, it's a little hard to talk about it, but our cameraman, Greg, he was in hospital. He was suffering from very severe 3rd-degree burns. One day he was changing in the bathroom and his mom accidentally opened the door, and she said that he was built like a chicken nugget, and well, the doctors say that he's gonna be in stable condition, but we had decided that it was best that we continue the documentary without him. I'm sorry, very sorry.
May I have your attention, please? All travelers, if any unknown person attempts to give you any item, including luggage, to transport on your flight, do not accept it and notify airline personnel immediately. Do not leave luggage unattended.
It sure can. We're at 27,000 feet active, cruising out today at
Alright, this is our home base here. This is just temporary for while we're searching for Dan. You can see my luggage just tamed down a bit. For some reason, customs didn't like what was contained inside. They wouldn't even let me keep my glue or my Vimeo butt itch cream. So I had to suffer through the flight, but you know, it's a little cramped living. But what makes it even worse is my assistant, actually. As you can see, if I show you in the bathroom. Oh, just ignore them in the background. Don't know what they're talking about. Well, my assistant, she didn't pack me any deodorant. So, I'm just gonna use hers, actually. Dove, a powder. So, I figured that we'd need a disguise. Right, so, I can't really see anything. Let's just check this out. Oh my god, oh my god. No, alright. No, wrong thing. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I don't want that. No. Alright, okay, good. So, I have a great idea, obviously. So, 1 second. Oh, perfect. See, unrecognizable, just like Kevin Spacey's career after all those accusations. Sorry, too early. Yes, I'm sorry. See, I'm a different person. Also, payback. I'm gonna use my assistant's washcloth as to dry my crotch after the shower. But shh, don't tell her. She deserves it. Right, I'll check on you later. Another reason for not wearing those glasses anymore. Look, you know, as you do. It's pretty broken. Right. Let's go. Let's search for Dan. It's like 5 o'clock outside, I think. It's wet and miserable. Just like every day in Cleveland, you know. Even after the advice we were given, I think we're gonna still go. You can't stop us now. Let's get on the move. Right now, on the way to meet up with this man who says he has some stories about a mysterious and illustrious Dan. With me is my assistant, Miss Biddy.
Use the right lane to take exit 29 onto Chagrin Boulevard and US 422 West.
I totally know the way. I'm not using a GPS whatsoever. Obviously, I'm a great navigator.
The woman from suburbia adopted a black kid who had no home, no family, no nothing. And I remember her confronting a couple of toughies in the inner city, saying, well, if you want to know if I'm packing. But if you want to confront me in any other way, we know who the sheriff is and the deputy sheriff and then the prosecutor, so we can make your life miserable. I mean, she stood up to them, which was very brave. What else do you want to know about Cleveland?
Do you know any possible areas that Dan might reside in?
Dan lives in a very interesting area called Shaker Square. That was the very first developed series of stores in one area, Shaker Square. And the Van Swerensen brothers not only developed that, but they developed the rapid transit that would go from Shaker Heights all the way down to the Terminal Tower. And just south of where Dan lives is rough. It's impoverished and drug-ridden. But where Dan lives, it's very beautiful with parks, running trails, very, very nice, very luxurious in many ways. It's kind of like day and night type of thing. You just walk a couple of blocks and then you're in a different city. So where he's at, it's very safe. He has to know his limitations.
So what you're telling me is the worst thing we have to worry about is Dan himself.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
We've already heard about his reputation.
Oh, yes, definitely. You have to really take that to heart because, you know, although some things are called rumors, usually rumors and stories are
some ounce of
based
truth too.
Fact.
Yes.
Hard fact.
Yes, definitely. Do you think any piece of advice you'd give us before we go and try to find him?
A piece of advice. Yes. Stay in good shape. Always wear good running shoes. And always travel in pairs. And the guy that you're traveling with is slower than you.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. That would have been Greg, my cameraman, but now he's gone, so it's just gonna be me.
Oh wow.
Is that a laugh of despair?
I would say that you're meat.
Oh no, you're worrying me now. But we've gone so far. I think now it'd be best to just go on with it.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
I appreciate that.
We'll listen to your advice.
All right, very good. And always walk quietly, but carry a big stick.
Yes. Thank you. Right now we're tracking down Dan's location in Cleveland. It's so dark and it's only like 6:05. What has Dan done this time? We've closed in on the location of Dan in this building. But we better watch out though. Oh! I have some footsteps around here. Here, we are walking down the mysterious hallways. Ooh. He could be anywhere here. Ooh. Where is he? Hear those voices. I heard a voice. There's a light right there. Let's take a look inside. I don't see him here. Oh, but his bed is undone. He's been here recently. I heard something. Did you see it? I heard something. I didn't see anything. You feel this? It's warm. Okay, it's getting a little creepy. I think I'm gonna get back. But really, it's just a mess in here. He needs to really clean up and get his act together. Alright, let's go back outside. Shh, be quiet. Where is he? He must be really disguised really well. I think we should go back. Where is he? Oh my god. Someone right there. Oh. No, don't. If you could have one word to describe Oliver, what would it be?
Well, what do you think, Grandma? One word. Diligent? Fastidious?
Enterprising.
Enterprising. Enterprising. Very good.
Thank you.
Organic.
Probably too naive. We're done good.
Wow. 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 You know, Cleveland isn't actually that bad, guys. It's actually a really cool place. It's really picked up in the last few years.
It's one word.
Belief land. No, random. Could you say, oppression.
Bomb twist.
Bring your wine closer. Do it again.
Ready? There we
Go ahead, just go.
Bomb twist.
No, don't. Just do what you did originally.
Bomb twist. A $0 Productions production.